Welcome back to the opening night, the World Grand Prix. William O'Connor, local favourite, is out. Jamie Lewis beats him. M.Webster currently 1-0 up. Then we have Kim Huybrechts, who plays Benito van der Pas. Michael Smith plays Gerwin Price. Now look at that. Peter Wright, Dave Chisnall. This is first round. Michael van Gerwen plays Keegan Brown. Adrian Lewis plays Raymond van Barneveld. 7 world titles between them. And then to round off the evening, Jelle Klassen against Brendan Dolan. Well, in that first set, Rod, Stephen Bunting was in control, wasn't he? It was one leg all, and then started 160, 180. He was looking like a 9-darter, and he ended up losing the leg.
Yeah, crazy leg of darts for Bunting to lose. A good couple of handfuls at the double, and now he's put himself in a real bad position. He needs to get the double in first dart, and he needs to follow it up with a treble. What he needs to do, mate, he's got to break M.Webster in his first leg, because if he doesn't, then all the extra pressure is going to be piling on him. And Webby's just thinking, you know, now I'm in, just stay straight. A ton every throw should do me. Put the pressure on Bunting.
It's not paramount to win the first set. People can win from behind. It's just more difficult, that's all. You're limited to the mistakes you can make. But Webby seems unfazed by the fact that he's missed a few big tournaments. He's been away from the limelight. He's acquitting himself very well.
There's a chance here for Bunting, but
93.
He's found the treble with the third dart. But one treble is not going to be enough. He needs to start finding 2 trebles on the visit, especially on the Webster throw. Unless Webster has a few visits like that without a major treble. So now a chance here for Bunting to really do something in this first leg.
They're both finding it hard work, aren't they? They're not making the game of darts look particularly easy.
100.
There's a bit of pulling and snatching everywhere. There might be too much thinking going on. No player has really found their top rhythm. Just needs something to happen.
100.
And when they have got going, like Bunting did with that 160, 180, he then couldn't finish the leg. But he's throwing far too many darts low.
59.
Yeah, darts low is always a sign of tension. A lot of nerves creeping in.
Steve Newell, 112.
Certainly an edgy game of darts now. It started off pretty good in the first set. Double 16 for Bunting, and that would have been a breaker throw. So now Webster a good chance here to hold on to his throat.
Starting on the 57. Will stay there for a 57. If he gets it, that leaves tops. Well, I'd be disappointed not to have at least 1 dart at the double.
92. Steve Newell, 16.
To win his first leg of the second set against the darts.
No score.
Well, I was very surprised that Bunting didn't move about a couple of feet to the right to open up that double. Where he was standing, the flight's in his way, and he's opened it up again for M.Webster to come in and nick the leg. And on the double 6, he's done exactly that. And now Bunting, he really is, he's crucified himself on the doubles.
Well, after 4 legs, Stephen was averaging just shy of 100.
160.
We've seen him do that before. He was averaging 88 to Mark's 82, but you get the feeling that this really could go to the last knock-ins, because both
48.
are not firing on all cylinders. If anyone looks to be doing anything special, it's this man. Again, go on! Ah!
100.
The problem is, Wayne, Bunting is thinking, I've got to score heavier because I need extra darts at a double. And that's not the mindset to have. You've got to stay relaxed on your checkouts.
100.
You tighten up. They're always, for a right-handed player, they're always going to come to the left-hand side of the double. And he's going to have to switch. You can't see that treble 20.
57.
They're just forcing them a bit. Webster
97.
leads the head-to-head stats. 3-zip. But they haven't played for the last 16 months, so it's kind of irrelevant.
58.
Well, a good chance here for Webster. He can find a couple of trebles, which is not going to. So Bunting's going to come back. Looking at those
60.
19s,
Senior 126.
he's going to get 6 starts from 126. So he doesn't have to go to his route in the bullseye.
76.
He's going for the bullseye to leave 88.
Yeah, there was no reason to go the 57s, and he didn't. I don't know if Stephen's got something in his eye.
60. Stephen Hewitt 150.
Now this will be interesting, what way he goes. Because don't forget, he's starting on tops. Well, that, I find the psychology of that.
18.
Why doesn't he start on 32 if he favours it? Is it? It can't be the thinking of the 9 darter. That's wrong.
Well, it's possible. Oh, he's going for the treble 12. Yeah, and the thing about Stephen Bunting comes to these 16s and 8s. Look at that tension in his arm. He's pulling them to the left, and when he pulls them to the left, the flight is covering up the double. So he's better than, well, he's gone straight in the double. I was going to say, if he's going to miss, he's better to miss inside, so he's got an open target on the 8s. But no need for that. One leg all in this second set. Don't forget, it's only best of 3 sets. To walk off the stage with 2. And this man, Stephen Bunting, under immense pressure to hold on to his throw and win this set.
37.
That was a brilliant start from Mark. At this point of the game where Stephen really cannot afford to miss anything, Mark's put him under all sorts of pressure. He's put him right under the cosh. And Stephen, he just does look tight to me. There's not much fluency in his game right now. And you see the look on his face, he looks concerned.
He seems to be pushing the darts a lot, and if you see with Mark kind of sways as he's letting go of the dart. Look, he pulls it back and he's just swaying. That in golf is not a good sign. Well, same in darts.
He's literally building up momentum to throw it, isn't he?
Yeah, so you only got to get your arm in sync, you've got to get your sway in sync as well.
100.
There's been many mover on the Oki over the years. People wind up Manly.
96.
But they all work.
Rock all over the place.
Yeah, they all work, Wayne, when you're on form. But it's when you're not on form, that's when the flaws start to come out, and that's when you're struggling.
86.
And at the moment, both the players are not very fluent at all.
Webby in control of this leg. He wants another one of those. Double 12.
132.
In control of this leg and in control of the match. Stephen Bunting is a 2 to 5 shot to win this match.
58.
Webby 7 to 4 outsider. Double 6. Good marker for him. Obviously, that's a better marker for him.
Game shot the third leg. M.Webster.
Well, we said there's going to be plenty of upsets tonight and tomorrow night in this first round here in Dublin, the Grand Prix. Best of 5 legs.
89.
Set, only best of 3 sets. And certainly now, and especially with Webster getting off first dart, this looks good for M.Webster. He's going to pile the pressure on Stephen Bunting. And now we're going to see the character of Stephen Bunting.
Well, I think we did in that last shot, Rod, because missing tops and then hitting 32.57. I thought that was brilliant. It was a courageous shot. He chose to just switch away straight away, and he's still in this leg, and he's still in the match. He's getting so tight now, it really is. And don't forget, M.Webster has not been playing on the big stage as often as he'd like, and Stephen's had trouble winning matches. And Webster the same, so I'm expecting some nerves to be showing around about now.
Well, it is going to come out the nerves when you're
59.
giving yourself chances to close the match out. That's when the little demons come back, and like I said, you say please go in instead of just getting the dart in. But Stephen Bunting, that's a great setup for 1-7-2 to lead the double 16. However, Bunting has been a little bit dodgy on that side of the board.
59. Stephen
Webby.
Newell, 32.
We'll be thinking, if you get this, I got the darts. If you don't get it,
Game's
I'm
on
going
the
to get
ball
everything
now,
I can on the 164. So it's all comes down to this, really, for Webby. If he holds through, he wins the match, and he will play the winner of Adrian Lewis or Raymond van Barneveld.
120.
What a start for Mark Webster.
Stephen Bunting, anything less than a ton. He's really under the caution. You have to say that's excellent darts as well. He really has had the pressure piled on him, and even more from Mark Webster now. Mark Webster can see the finishing line.
$134.
Brilliant. Mark needs big trebles.
80.
That's all he could do from there.
He still holds the advantage. He should get 6 darts from 201, a minimum of 6 darts.
Well, Stephen's got to think now. Okay, may go bullseye.
100.
Good thinking, my man. Leaves a 167. If he'd have hit a 20, would have left 172, which wasn't enough. Good thinking by Stephen.
Webster now needs to find the treble and doesn't do it, so it's opened the door up for Stephen Bunting. If he doesn't take it out, he's got to leave himself a 2-dart finish, but the 57 needs to find another treble.
99.
Needed to come back with 2 darts instead of 1. Admittedly, if he hits the treble, he will get his 2 darts, but pressure now for Stephen Bunting. He will come back to the board to level the sets up.
97. Stephen Newell, 68.
This simply has to go. 60. 16 or an 8. Tops now to save the match. What a dart that was. He showed all his character, all his experience there. And the fact that Stephen decided to leave tops